Okay, we're just back to the shop. I got an order from Maple Leaf Ropes on Tuesday, and I haven't been here to open it. So we're gonna open this stuff up and then get it packed away. I realized I've never really shown you all the equipment that we have, so I'm gonna do that as well, and then we'll get this all slapped together and post on YouTube. So there should be 150 feet Blue Moon from Teffelberger in here. Oh wait, Blue Moon's from Yale. And then there should be a 15-foot lanyard to replace mine. And then I got a 21-foot pole saw because you didn't see it, but when I was doing that spruce, I damaged mine beyond repair. In the cabinet, I've got my 550, and then in behind it, I have my 545, which is just a little bit smaller than the 550. The 550's got a 20-inch bar, and the 545 has a 18-inch bar. Same motor, tuned differently, and then in behind all of that, I have my Echo DCS 5000, which is a battery saw. It runs an 18-inch bar. Actually, I think it runs a 20-inch bar too, but it's a narrow kerf bar, so it's doesn't cut as big. I use this a lot when we're working in town, doing early morning stuff. But being as there's snow flying and we're back into the winter, I typically switch from battery back to gas. Over here I have our DHC 2300, which is a battery hedger, and then I've got our Milwaukee Fuel quick lock stick with a hedge trimmer attachment, and then I've got Echo HS or HC 2020, which is another hedger, and then underneath I've got a couple of my older saws that we use for like cutting stumps, or you might run into some metal, so we've got that. One's a Red Max. It's not anything special, and then the Husqvarna 41 is going to be up for sale here soon. There's a big empty space here. This is where my 500 usually sits, but we took the 500 in. Just one of those things, it's having some problems. My 395 is right below it. On my 395, I've got a 36-inch bar. And then I've got my Echo 2500 battery top handle, Husqvarna 525 top handle, and then a Husqvarna 540 XP, and it is a Merc 1. And then I keep all my climbing gear and rigging gear and rope pullers and stuff like that. For the Milwaukee Quick Lock, we've also got a power broom attachment, and then my bucket and my log dolly with my spurs on it. And then we've got all our poles, pole pruners, power pole saw, rakes, grain shovel. I've got some other things down here, like a brush saw for my old Stihl combi and a cant hook, but nothing super special. Don't need too much. So I don't know where you guys typically buy your gear. If you buy gear, you just watch them for whatever, but we typically buy most of our hardware and some textiles from Maple Leaf Ropes. And then there's some other rope suppliers that I buy from as well. But typically, mainly Maple Leaf Ropes. They've been really good to us. Ooh, okay. So I didn't know what color the lanyard was going to be. So I've got another hot pink lanyard, which is great because I currently have a hot pink lanyard and I love it. I also have a hot pink rope. And here's my 150 feet of Blue Moon. One spliced eye, and it'll be run on the chicane. This will be my like pruning line. And then my pink line will be switched to being my removal line. And then my red line will be retired from life support and just moved into a light rigging line. So I'll have to switch the hardware over on those two ropes and get this packed up. Okay, and then we've got the pole saw here. I just had a knife on me. There we are. You never really think about how much you actually use this gear until you break it, and then you're missing. It feels like you're missing a big piece of your kit. I never realized how much we actually used the manual pole saw. Bought one. My last one was an SL Tech, which isn't available anymore. And it was a 16-foot. Bought in 2020. And we used it for everything. Even with the big Husqvarna power pole saw, we'd end up using that manual pole saw a lot more because you could just reach more. You get a nicer cut half the time. And when you're doing a lot of pruning, a really nice cut is super important. I've used these before. Not recently, but I have when I was a municipal worker. This is what we used to run. So I am a big fan of them. When you first buy something, you want to see if you're actually going to use it. So typically for me, I'll buy like a cheaper version of whatever we're going to be using. And we ended up using the crap out of it. The bark cutter was basically non-existent on mine. And, the blade was dull. So, it's not like we didn't get our money's worth out of it. Because we totally did. That's a really nice grip on this. Way nicer than my other one. Okay. And this should... Also, my last one, instead of having a pin here, was affixed with a double wing nut system. So it's nice that this is not a double wing nut, and it's just a quick pin, so I can put it in and out of my toolbox, because my toolbox is only about 7 feet, which, is great, except you can't fit a full pole saw, you need to take the head off. So yeah, I will extend that out once I'm done packing up these ropes and hooking this new lanyard on, and then I'll show you how long it goes. It's supposed to be 21 feet. My last one was 16, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but we'll explore that together.